in. All right, my loves. So let's see what is going on in the love department. All right. So this is going to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Aquarius signs. Okay. And keep in mind, guys, the energies could be vice versa. So it could be your energy that I'm picking up on, or the person that you are dealing with or will be dealing with. Okay. All right. So let's get an energy, guys. What is going on this month? What is the energy around love right now for Aquarius? Hello to everyone who's tuning in live. Thank you guys for showing up. All right, so the first card, guys, that we got, forgiveness. Okay. Let's get at least 2 more cards here. Okay. Listen to your intuition, and we have a year from now. Very interesting. Okay. Okay. So there's something where Spirit is saying, look, you're really ready to take on something big, but it's in a whole nother direction, Aquarius, than what you guys were dealing with before. You're ready for this better thing, Aquarius. Okay. I think that there's some of you that could be looking at the situation and wondering, like, you know, should I just say no to this? Maybe it'll cause less drama. You know, maybe it's just easier to walk away from something that you know, potentially want to get into. But Spirit is saying not to compromise, to listen to your intuition. If you're worried about anyone being mad at you or anyone, you know, being upset about this, everyone gets over it. It might take them a little while, okay? But people get over things. Time definitely heals everything. Most things. Okay. Why are these cards here? Thank you so much, Nina, for the $1. We have the 5 of Cups in the reverse and the Lover's card. For some reason, guys, you know, and I just did the Taurus reading before, but it's like the same sort of energy so far where there's something that you get into that it doesn't hurt you to get into it. I think it's something that's very, very intense, but there could be maybe like a guilt factor for whatever reason, but Spirit is saying to stand your ground against, you know, that offer you kept getting or maybe even kept giving that wasn't genuine, because there's something fulfilling right there. There's someone, you know, extending a hand to you right there. And guys, this is beautiful. You have the Sun card, you have the Ace of Swords. So this means that this is going to be a very beautiful blessing, but you have to cut out the bullshit first. Okay. For some of you, the problem is going to be, and it's not even a problem. I think that you guys get into something and there's something else that's not closed out 100%. And I don't mean that you're, you know, everyone here is cheating. I mean that maybe somebody's not over you. Okay. A relationship doesn't always end the second you guys say goodbye to each other. You know, it takes a while to get over things sometimes. Why is listen to your intuition here? Soulmate energy, guys. Your soul is telling you that there's something very strong there. Okay. If you guys have Taurus placements, thank you so much for the 5, Jess. But if you guys have any Taurus placements, definitely hop over to that video when you're done here. Okay? Because this is the same theme. There's love is in the air for Taurus season, guys. We have the 9 of Wands in the reverse. So you listen to your intuition. You let go of something that was very burdening, very heavy on you, okay? And it puts you in a place where you find balance and you find strength from walking away and you find success in love. A lot of you are stumbling into the hands of a soulmate, okay? Into the arms of a soulmate. And we have a year from now, so let's get more info on this card. Guys, ignore my stomach because I feel like it's going to be rumbling because I'm about to go to the bar and get some clams at this amazing spot near me. So if you hear it, just know my body's excited for clams. All right. We have the Strength card. We have the Ace of Cups, the 8 of Wands, the Page of Wands. For some of you, this is going to mean a few different things here. If there with the move that you're about to make, the transition that you're about to make when it comes to love, if there's someone who can get hurt in it for whatever reason, within a year, everything is healed, everything is good. Okay? What this is also saying is, for a lot of you, you're getting into something where, again, there can be some sort of hesitance, or, because I feel like something does come in strongly. But I feel like a year from now, it's going to be very, very, it's going to have a solid foundation. It's going to be something that is built on I don't want to say it. Yeah, it has a strong foundation. It's something that's solidified. It's something that it's strong at this point. Okay, let me get one more card here. Wheel of Fortune. Something amazing is coming in, Aquarius. All right. Yeah, you guys have the same energy that Taurus had. This King of Wands in the reverse. It's like someone does something that they truly love, or they get with someone that they truly love, but either you're looked at as a player, okay, or maybe someone's just like, hey, Aquarius, what the fuck? Like, you are mine. Okay, we can't own people, guys, So I think that someone is making some sort of shift and change that someone else did not want them to do, and now they feel like offended because of that. They feel played because of that, even though deep down inside, you and or that person knew that this shit had to end. It was long overdue. All right, something comes in, guys, that you kind of just lose control, but it's a beautiful way of losing control, because it's like when you don't expect to fall in love, or you don't expect something good to happen, and it just does, and it's here, and you're just like basking in all of this, all of this glory. All right, so let's get into the past, present, and future mode here, guys. But yeah, for a lot of you, I don't think that it's actual cheating. I think it's kind of like, let's say when you have a crush on someone and you find out they're dating someone else, you're hurt, and it's like, fuck, I wish it was me, but they're not cheating on you, So I think it's going to be that for a lot of you. Get 7 more cards here. Okay. Yeah, guys, watch the Taurus reading, or maybe you're going to be dealing with the Taurus. There's a lot of similarities here. Okay, you guys got a bonus card for the end. Now the energy that you guys have is the Judgment card in the reverse. So this is when we look at something and it's just like, no, this is a bad idea. Not only am I saying no, but this is not something I'm going to come back to. All right? There's something I'm just not going to go back to, even though it's available for me to go back to it, because I'm just not genuinely invested at this point. Or maybe someone felt that way about you guys. Maybe someone wasn't genuinely invested in you anymore. But I think that there is an energy that you guys were around that maybe you were just comfortable with, but it wasn't like oh, I'm in love with you. It's like, oh, I'm bored. You're not with anyone. I'm not with anyone. You want to watch something. I don't love you, but whatever. Company doesn't hurt sometimes. So I think it's that sort of thing for a lot of you. Now, in the past, guys, we have the 8 of Wands in the reverse, the 4 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Wands. Okay. So there's something that was just too heavy. And it's like you guys are just like, nope, here's what the fuck we're not going to do. And you said goodbye. You cut someone or something off. For a lot of you, there wasn't even like any warning. You just cut it off. And you're just like, nah, I'm protecting myself at all costs. Like, this ain't it. This ain't the way. This ain't the road. Why is this 8 of Wands here in the reverse? The Tower card in the reverse. You wanted to dodge future bullets. If I know something is going to keep bringing me burden and I stay around, it makes no sense. So let me take care of this and get rid of that burden and avoid anything else that disastrous that could happen here. Five of Wands in the reverse. I don't want to fight. I don't want to argue. You know, I think that's the worst thing in the world, when someone that we truly just don't give a fuck about wants to argue with us. It's like, oh my God, you're wasting my time. Go argue with yourself. Like, go curse yourself out in the mirror, because I don't give a fuck. And that's the one thing with the Aquarius energy. We could be fucking cold if we need to be. We can love you stronger than anything on this planet, but if it's time to go ghost or to get cold, we have no problem. Okay? The Aquariuses have mastered that. Okay? And if you haven't, you will. We have the Six of Swords. So you protected yourself from something, but for some reason, Aquarius, it was difficult to move away from it. Okay? Eight of Cups in reverse. And this thing just keeps trying to come back in. It's like that mosquito in your room that you can't find, and you just hear it, bzz, you know, by your ear every 2 seconds. Something wants to keep coming back in and returning, and you're like, no, fuck that. Like, this is too much burden, and I'm going nowhere with this. I'm not inspired by this. This doesn't make me want to be excited for my day in the morning. Okay? There's a certain point in life I'll never get past if I keep entertaining this energy. Okay? And that's why it was so toxic for you, Aquarius. This shit was really fucking toxic, because it was leaving you stagnant, and it wasn't being reciprocated. Honestly, guys, either you cared for someone way more than they cared for you, or vice versa. But I think for a lot of you, you're the ones that cared the least, okay? And sometimes in love, that's the safest position to have. But I just don't think there was someone here that was fully immersed in this thing. All right? Lastly, we have the Ten of Wands for the past. So why is this here? Justice card. Ace of Cups in reverse. So the reason why it was difficult for a lot of you, okay, to let this thing go is because it was karmic. All right? And sometimes we drag karmic things on, because there's times where karmic stuff feels very good. And then there's those times where you wake up and you look at the reality of a situation and you realize it's actually a big pot of shit. Okay? But you guys disconnected from a soulmate energy. Okay? Soulmate does not mean life partner. That's why when I go out looking for things, I'm like, no, I want my twin flame. Like, no, I want the one. I don't say soulmate anymore. Even though you can meet someone and they can be your twin flame and soulmate, you know? They have a part of your soul. It's possible. It's there, and it's beautiful. But a lot of people, they misconstrue what soulmate really is. And they're like, oh, I want to find my soulmate. And I'm like, why? That doesn't mean you're going to last. The soulmate doesn't mean forever. A soulmate is a karmic partner that you've met in a past life that says, look, when we meet again, I'm going to reteach you this lesson. You're going to reteach me that lesson. And that is their only purpose, for you to grow, for them to grow, for you guys to butt heads and then move away. Okay? And it can be beautiful at times, but it's meant to be a lesson, not a lifelong, journey. Okay? Not saying that you can't be with a soulmate for a long time. That's what a lot of people do with soulmates. But you have to keep in mind, they're not always 100% permanent. Okay? We all have several soulmates. And it's not just romantic, it's platonic too. All right? Now, yeah, there is something strongly tied to you, and it's like, look, I have to be honest with myself, and, I have to see the truth. I know you don't want to let me go, but I am so fucking tired of this. I don't want this anymore, okay? I feel like for a lot of you, I know this happens with me, or I get frustrated on myself. I'm like, Lisette, how did you allow that for so long? And it's like we kind of beat ourselves up. So I feel like that's what some of you could be feeling like. I should have changed the scenario months ago, years ago, okay? Now in the present moment, guys, we have the Queen of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Two of Pentacles. So for some of you, there can be a very significant Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius that comes in. For others, there's so much fire and passion, guys. Again, I don't know what it is about Taurus season, but I feel like there's going to be a lot of people like popping babies out and, shit in 9 months from now. All right. This has been a very good flow, a very romantic feeling sort of season. So I think that It's really great for love and for realizing what's the truth in love and what's your truth when it comes to love. And if you're not really, for someone 100%, letting that go. Okay. Why is this Queen of Wands here? Judgment card in the reverse. Two of Swords in the reverse. For some of you, there was a party there that you could have just used for intimacy when you needed it. But you're no longer satisfied by it. Okay? Because I see something that kind of sounded good on the surface sometimes, but when you dig deep into it, it wasn't really nothing serious. Okay, so I think you decide that that's a bad idea, and you were unhappy in this, okay, in a time where you want to be happy. So you stood your ground with this not working out, and then boom, something new comes in for you, Aquarius. All right, so let's see why the Ten of Pentacles is here. This is your center card. So this is, where all the energy draws into. The Devil card. Okay. And we have the Ten of Cups. Ooh, and with the Queen of Wands, all right, I'm not going to sugarcoat no sort of bullshit, all right? For some of you, this is a Capricorn specifically, but when the Devil comes out, obviously when you hear the word the Devil, it's going to have a negative connotation, okay? The Devil is also kind of, I don't want to say like a forbidden passion, but in this case, guys, I think that there's something that's very, very fiery, and there's something that could kind of feel forbidden about it. And I think that you guys get into something very strong and powerful, and you have to be cautious with how it goes, because intense love could also turn into intense jealousy, okay, or intense overdependence, or codependence rather, okay? So I think that this is very good with a touch of fire. I think that this is going to be the sort of connection you feel to someone where it's like, I am crazy about you. You drive me crazy. Like, I love you. Come over here. Like, I'm just crazy about you. Okay, but let's not get crazy. It's something that, it can flip like a switch, so just be aware that it can cause that. But I think that there's going to be some sort of addiction to it, at least in the beginning. Okay? That's really what I feel. It's someone that you're going to crave. It's going to be like an addiction. All right? Two of Pentacles. Because there's a lot of happiness here. For a lot of you, there's a shitload of money coming in too. All right? You have the Hermit card in the reverse. And the Seven of Wands in the reverse. Okay? A lot of you aren't telling other people what's going on. You're keeping it to yourself because nobody needs to know your business. And people can't attack what they don't know. Okay? So a lot of you are really choosing to keep this to yourself because you just don't want to deal with bullshit. Okay? Maybe some sort of drama can come out if people find out. So I really think you keep this to yourself. And I think a big part of why you're keeping this to yourself is because you want to navigate the new lands. Okay? I'll tell you about this when I learn how to draw out my own map. Okay? What's it called? A cartographer, I think. I think so. But yeah, it's like I want to draw my map on this. I really, really do. And you're going to make the map yourself, and you don't want anyone to tell you how the map should be, or how high this is, or how long this is, or how narrow that is. Okay? You want to experience this for yourself so that you can create the world for yourself. But there is a lot of happiness here. And I always say, like, even when our partners have nothing to do with the work that we do, they do in a sense, okay? Because if someone's being super shitty to you, I'm sorry, I don't give a fuck what anybody says, but you're just not performing the same. There is no way you argue with someone all morning, or you guys have these abusive conversations towards one another, and you walk into work like, and if you do, you're a fucking psychopath and go see somebody, because that's not normal, all right? But when people bring us down like that, it will slowly trickle into our everyday lives. It's going to affect how much money you make. It's going to affect how you look. It's going to affect your glow. It's going to affect everything. Okay? So a bad lover could cause misfortune, or as one that blows your mind in bed can bring good money. It's all linked. It's all related. That's why I always tell people, it's not, you can't say, oh, let's just fuck, let's just have sex. No, you guys have to be careful with who you let touch your body, because whatever they're going through, imagine they're going through something like really, really demonic. That shit is going to trigger you. And, like real shit, not to be like TMI, but years ago, I had an encounter with somebody, and I felt, I couldn't put my finger on it. I didn't know what it was. But there's just a part of me that it's like, I feel so wrong that something happened here. And I don't know what it is, and I feel like I have this demon on me. Come to find out, that person was in a car accident, and I think that everyone passed except them. Okay? So that's when I understood how heavy it was. And it was a person that it's like, I always tell someone, I don't think I could live if I accidentally like killed somebody, because I think that that's something that I would never heal from it, and I'd be torturing myself every day. So I felt the pain, I felt the torture, and I let it transmit. Okay? And that's when I learned how crazy it is with energy. You guys have to be so careful with who touches you. Okay? But let's keep this going. All right? So moving forward in the future, guys, we have the Knight of Cups. Okay, we have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse, and we have the Empress in the reverse, and we have the Five of Swords. So there's definitely love here, but there's something that you guys are just pulling yourself out of. And this is something where I don't think that it was sudden. I think that you truly tried. Thank you, Mel, for the $4.99. I think, guys, that this is something you truly tried everything that you could. You tried everything that you could to make this work, and it wasn't working. Okay, so it's not like you're walking away from something with a woulda, shoulda, coulda. No, you did. You did everything you could have. Okay, and it's just like you just don't want this conflict here. There's something that you guys find in life that is very fulfilling to you, but there's an energy around you, and an unhappy energy around you that can self-sabotage this. Or, that can sabotage this, and it could be you self-sabotaging this. You could be that energy as well. Okay, so be very aware of that. So Knight of Cups, why is this here? For some of you, it could be a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Okay, you have the World card in the reverse. Okay, I see where this is going. The Three of Swords in the reverse. So you guys, again, there's whatever this is, there's a lot of passion. Okay, and there's things that you just don't want anymore because you know it's a waste of time and effort. But just because you say you're done doesn't mean the past is done with you. Okay? There's someone that may be suppressing their emotions, or maybe you're not over something from the past, although you're open and ready to love now. But I think that you have something that is very difficult to release yourself from. Okay, this could be something where it's like, look, I keep blocking this person, but they keep making new social medias, and they're calling me off of different people's phones, and they're having, their friends contact me. So it's something where it's like you're trying to escape it. You just want to live. You just want to be chill. You're just trying to escape it. All right. So why are these cards here? Page of Pentacles and Empress card in the reverse. Lovers card in the reverse. You just don't want it anymore. You did what you did. You tried, but you're so over it. With the Ten of Swords, in the reverse. This is that attitude of, look, the worst that could have happened has happened, and I don't give a fuck. I'm just not hurt about this. This is betrayal. This is pain. This is, all right, cool, I'm over it. The knives fell out of my back. The cuts, the wounds, everything healed. Like, I'm good now. All right? So you stick to what you know is right. You take that logical approach of saying, look, you're toxic. This is unhealthy. I get nothing out of it. And now I'm not moving forward with it anymore. But I think that there's something that may be revealed that brings conflict. Maybe some of you were quiet about something because you didn't want the past interfering. Okay? But it's like someone just wants to fight with you, and I don't feel a fight coming from your end. I don't feel the want to fight, the desire to fight. Why is this Five of Swords here? Four of Cups. Look, stop fighting because I don't want your ass. Just move on. Because I have. And I'm focused on what needs to happen. Okay? I think that someone is very upset with you guys because you're no longer available to them. And I think that you were pushed to a place where you have to become extreme. Okay? I know what it feels like to get left without an explanation. I think it's the most painful thing someone can go through in love. That's why when it comes to me and my relationships and them ending, you know, I try to talk to the person. Look, I want you to understand why this isn't going to work. I want you to be happy. I want us to be mature about this. I always try to give that closure because I know how important that can be. Okay? But there's some motherfuckers out there that they don't know what let go means. So now I have to come in here. Now I have to look like the angry, evil bitch because I literally just blocked you on everything because you're not fucking getting it. You wanted to see this side? You wanted to see how fucking cold I could get? Here you go. Because I'm having a good time out here despite the fact that you want to bring your misery to my door. That's what we're not doing. All right? So let's get into... what's it called? Let's get into the advice portion, guys. Let's see what Spirit says about this month. All right. Let me start with the angel cards again. Now, guys, thank you so much for those who have been donating in the live. If this is resonating with you, there's links in the description below, as well as an Amazon wish list if you guys wish to donate anything. So thank you so much to those supporting me. And guys, I know I've been talking about this a lot, but I just want to keep reminding you guys, especially for the new people coming in, if anybody contacts you saying that they are me, hi, it's Lisette, do you want a reading? It is not me. It is a scammer. The only way to get a reading is through my website. There's no other way. And I'm way too fucking busy to spend time, you know, messaging people individually to say, hey, can I read for you? I'm too busy. I'm reading for people already. Okay? So if you ever see that, please report it. Okay? Because unfortunately, some scammers, they did get quite a few people. And I even wrote one scammer, I'm like, yo, you're gonna fucking use my face for real? I was hated. And they're like, yes, I am. So they're ruthless, guys, and they will take your money. So be careful. All right? I can't be responsible for anyone who gets scammed. Thank you, Cher, for the 5. Appreciate it. I feel like a lot of my subscribers are in Canada. That's pretty cool. I definitely want to visit. So, guys, the first card here is in the near future. Okay. Forgiveness. Within the next few months, don't stop. Don't stop. Get it, guys. So there's something that, if it's, for a lot of you, it's already in your life. If not, you're probably going to have it by like the end of this week. But there is something very strong that comes in the near future or is already there. And again, things wind down in the next few months, but I just feel like there's going to be someone who's kind of like a kid in a candy store just kicking and screaming and upset because they don't get what they want. But you can't. It's kind of like, oh, I'm sorry for you guys if you ever went through this when you were younger. Like, if you're in elementary school and like you have a crush on a kid and then your friend's like, no, I saw him first and I like him, so he's mine. And it's like, bitch, what if he doesn't like you? What if he likes me? Shit. So that's who it is. Someone's walking around saying, nope, saw it first, it's mine. No, the fuck it's not. Okay, it's not yours. That's what we're not doing. It's not finders keepers. No. Shit, we're both here. All right, so I think that's what it's going to be. Someone's going to say, hey, come back, reconsider this, and you're just like, nah, I'm good. So Spirit says, look, keep going. Keep going. Yeah, guys, there's something that you just go cold turkey on, okay? You completely reject this thing, and I think you just stop communicating. And if there is any communication, I think that is very harsh communication, but for a lot of you, this was a soulmate karmic situation that it's like, look, I'm not going to lose sleep over this anymore. It's blocking too much for me, okay? So let it go, guys. Put it in the past. It wasn't going to bring you the fortune that your life deserves. Okay? You have something new right there. with what's coming in, guys, this is either going to be someone that you don't know, okay? Or it's going to be someone that you do know, but you haven't crossed that line of intimacy with them. So it's not going to be someone that you've messed around with before. It's going to be it's going to be a new experience. It's like, look, I know we may have met last year at work, but like now we're on a date. Okay, so it's something where it's going to be a new appeal. Okay. All right, my loves. I love you so much. For the person that said I was childish, I'm not even going to say what I was about to say because that would have been childish. But fuck y'all. I'm going to say what I got to say. All right, that's what I'm here for. No filter. But Aquarians, I love you guys so much. I hope you guys have an incredible end of April, early May. All right, take care, my loves.